New Zealand must proceed with caution. We live in uncertain and dangerous times. Things can change a lot very quickly. Just look at US politics. Look at the decline. In 2014, such a thing would be virtually unimaginable. And to look at the USA now. In just a decade, stupidity and insanity have come to dominate politics. Things we never thought possible have become normal. Things we took for granted are threatened. Democracy is under attack. Freedom is under attack. Basic rights are under attack. Chaos and instability emerges. In just a decade, things have changed radically. If it can happen there, it can happen here. The political environment is an incredibly volatile and unpredictable place. Things can change massively with little if any warning. We must not take our freedom and democracy for granted. We must not take our rights for granted. We must not take security and stability for granted. We need to act now to safeguard these things, because the chaos, stupidity, and immorality that has consumed the United States can happen here too. We are not exceptional or unique. Some naively tell themselves that we are. This is a dangerous delusion. No country is immune to evil and irrationality. This is a universal human capacity. All that we can do is put safeguards in place. Safeguards that defend our rights and freedoms. Safeguards that defend our security and prosperity. Safeguards that defend democracy. The future is uncertain, politics is dangerous, safeguards are desperately needed. We need a proper constitution, a supreme and entrenched constitution. A constitution that limits the power of the government and establishes the structure of the state. That is what we need. At present, the government has a terrifying amount of power. They can trample on your rights and freedom at will. You think Ardern was bad? You have seen nothing. You have no idea what the government could do if a true authoritarian got control of it. We need a proper constitution to make sure that never happens. New Zealand is significantly more vulnerable to a Trump-like figure than the USA. The USA has lots of checks and balances, safeguards and restrictions. We have none. We have no rights. The Bill of Rights is not supreme law. The government can stomp all over it. That needs to change. We need a proper constitution that defends freedom and democracy. We need a proper constitution that establishes and upholds our rights. We can either introduce one or regret failing to do so. And other changes need to be made too. We need to get big money donations out of politics. It is this kind of thing that corrupts the political system and destroys the democratic society. We need to get it in line while we can. And we need to prepare for an increasingly dangerous world. Military spending needs to increase. We must not take our security for granted. We need to build a strong economy. We need to increase our economic leverage and independence. We must not take our prosperity for granted. We can be a poverty-stricken nation. The laws of nature do not entitle us to wealth. We will only prosper if the right decisions are made, and at present, the right decisions are not being made. It is easy to sit back and assume that things will just be alright, but that is not the reality. Things can go very badly. We must take action to ensure they don't. It is time to act. If we act wisely, we can secure prosperity and security, freedom and democracy, stability and order. We must act wisely.